Morning everybody, welcome back. My name's Claire. I'm going to try something new. I am loving doing my spiral Dutch paws at the moment. Absolutely loving them. There's something just so incredibly satisfying about them. But I've just had this idea of trying to create one with more depth. I did a rainbow one recently, which had a bit more depth to it. So when I'm talking about depth, I mean more of a black hole. So I'm going to start with probably some actual black. I never really use black, but black right in the centre. And then try and layer some colours towards the edge that are going to get lighter. So it's going to have this, hopefully, this feeling of depth into the centre of the spiral. Who knows if it will work? So I'm excited to find out. So let me show you the colours I'm using. So this all looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but I just want to give you a rough idea of the general colour scheme I'm going for. So I've got some white, black and some grey. So I think my canvas is here already. I'm going to do black in the middle, then some grey and then some white around the edge for my base. And then I just have this idea of kind of pinks and purples to give a galaxy feel. So as if it was an actual black hole in the centre and then some lighter pinky purple colours around the outside. I've also got some blues. I might add some of those. I've got some copper there. I've got some gold. I'm not really sure yet, but these are the rough, this is my rough idea of the colours. So every single paint here is mixed with floetrol and water, so to my Dutch paw consistency. So I'll put the recipe in the description of this video. I'm using a 50cm square canvas. I levelled the canvas, I put push pins in the back, levelled it, put it onto a plastic board and then put it onto a cake turntable. And I'm just feeling underneath just to make sure that the board is roughly in the centre of the cake turntable, which it is. Right, my plan, I like to have a base layer down, but I don't want it all the same. So my plan is to have some black base in the centre and then it will get lighter towards the edge. So I've got some black here. So I'm just going to pour in the centres, just going to pour a bit of black in the centre. And then I've got some grey, this is quite old, mixed this up quite a long time ago. And then some white. So I think I'm going to just blow that out just to create quite a nice thin layer of paint. So I'm going to use my hairdryer. So nice and dark in the middle. So what I'd like to do, I think, is introduce maybe a little bit of silver in the centre and some darker purple, I think. I need a little bit of contrast. Now the centre, I think, is about there. So this black now isn't quite in the centre. Right, so it's a bit of scattered silver. So let's add some dark purple. So I think actually for the very centre, that is enough. Maybe even just a drizzle more black. Oh, not that much. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Right, let's try and take some of this up. Right. I quite like the more violety purples. So just keeping everything in a spiral, and I'm going to make sure I put some colour on these corners. So to blow this out, I'm going to hold my hairdryer in quite a still position. I'm going to turn the hairdryer on and very slowly just turn this. Let me check that if I can turn it all the way around. Yep, I can. It's not going to knock anything over. Let's just move all these other paints out the way. Right, must put the hairdryer wire over my shoulder because otherwise that will get in the way. So I'm going to start in the centre and then just slowly move the hairdryer outwards as I'm spinning. Right, it's worked. It's not quite in the centre. The black's not quite in the centre. I almost want to move it that way a bit. No, I mustn't because it would destroy the composition. Right, let's just see what happens in terms of the cells. The colours are absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving these colours, and I'm loving that I put that dark turquoise in. That's working really pretty. It's really working well, really pretty. There's quite a lot of paint here, so I hope that doesn't collapse in on itself. You've obviously got less spiral in the centre, and that's because there's less contrast. Whereas you can really see this spiral developing as the black more disappears, and then you've got the beautiful pastel-y colours. Right, I'll give it a torch. So I think time will tell. I'm not sure at the moment how this works. I wonder if I've got the contrast too much, too dark in the middle, too light on the outside. As it dries, it will darken. So it will be really interesting to see what results we get. I love the colours. I love the swirl. I've really enjoyed blowing around these edges because there were some lines that just were so straight. I've just softened them slightly, and I really like that sort of ripply, especially there, look, a really ripply, swirly effect. I love that sparkly turquoise that is in there. And I've just got some beautiful silver cells popping up in the centre. I tweaked the middle slightly because it wasn't quite round enough. And then there's just some gorgeous cells. So the cells here are from that iridescent pinky colour, the Pebeo Studio Acrylics paint. Yeah, you can see all these edges. I've just blown on them slightly just to soften them, and I just think that works well because some lines were soft to start with, but others were quite stark, so I think that works quite well. I really like the blues. I'm really glad I've added blues and not just kept it to pink and purple. So I will be back when it's dry. So it's now dry. I have added to it very slightly. I decided the black was just too black, it was too dark. So it's very subtle, but I've added, you know, I can't even remember where now, but I've added just a little bit of extra colour. Was it this blue bit? Do you know, I can't even remember, and I can't see where it was. Oh, there, some purple there. I've just added a little bit of extra colour just to soften the black because I think the black is really quite harsh. Oh, and I think I just made this a bit more silvery here and more of a spiral. I am really happy with it. I think it's a bit too dark in the middle, but I do think it gives the illusion that I wanted, which was a sort of whirlpool that spins around into the centre. The colours around the edges and the sails are beautiful. I love, but these are sort of bright, happy, fun colours, which is what I like. So I love the edge. As I said, I think the middle is just a bit too dark, but it is as I guess as I wanted it is how I wanted it to be, to give some depth and to look like it's a bit like a black hole in a galaxy. So yeah, let me know what you think. It's an interesting one. Let me know what you think. If you like it, do please hit the thumbs up button. Please leave me any comments you want to. Great, thanks for watching. Bye.